Welcome here. We're excited to share our Joyome line with you and our body cream. So we'll just talk about all those things here. Go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, so I noticed a big improvement to my skin already when I just started other Plexus products, but I did add in Joyome when it came out. I've seen a big improvement and difference in my fine lines, which is good. I like that. And I just jumped in and started using it nearly how it says on the package directions. So I don't know if this is 2 or 3 pumps. I use about 1.5 is what I use them. I have always just when I have a small, like a ping pong ball. So that works. And then with the collagen, I love collagen. I just mix it into a cup of herb tea, and it's kind of part of my nightly routine. I have it before I go to bed at night, and I try to have body cream on hand for the kids who get viral rashes or anything like that, or bug bites or anything like that. It's really good at drying up that kind of stuff. And I just rub it on and leave it on, and yeah, it heals it up really quick. So I like it.
Well, I use them all. I love them all. So I'm going to talk about the body cream first. And that's because I find body cream surprised me, because when I got the body cream, I was like all excited. And I took this first little pump of it, and it's gray. I was like, what? And then I realized there's charcoal in it, which is amazing for skin and amazing for healing. And it also has lavender. So it truly is amazing. Like anything that's a burn, it was actually first developed for radiation burns for women that had to have radiation. So it's an incredible product for healing skin. So any skin that is struggling, sunburns, any kind of burns, just any kind of skin issue, eczemas, any things like that, it is a really, really healing product. So I don't use it every day. I use it on an occasional basis. Like Sharon, my skin was getting better with using the gut health products. And when I started Joyome, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I hadn't really thought about the cleanliness of my skincare products. And maybe I'll just stop for a minute and say that we live between two layers of, we might call it skin. The outer skin, that the whole environment comes toward us. So we've got a microbiome on the outer skin. But on the inner skin, that's our gut lining. So that's that very, very thin layer between the food we eat and our body as we absorb it in. So we kind of live between these two different microbiomes, like the outer microbiome and the inner microbiome. And so when we first got Joyome, I was like, oh, really? Well, skin's the largest organ. Then I started looking into the cleanliness of what I was putting on my skin and realizing that whether I was eating something or whether I was putting it on the outside, it was absorbing in, and that's who I was. And it's sort of like you are what you eat. So you are also what you put on your skin, whatever it is. So as I looked into the cleanliness of these products, I was like, oh my word, this is amazing. I totally switched. I started full force using 3 pumps, morning and night, morning serum, night serum. Loved it. I had a fairly, I would call it an extreme response. My skin responded really, really quickly. And I had what I would think of as detox symptoms. And oh my goodness, I had a very sudden and significant redness, peeling, all sorts of things happening to my skin. I had to totally slow down the process. As a matter of fact, my skin needed a rest for a couple of days. I had to go back to the healing power of my body cream. And then I started really slowly with these products. And I'm going to show you a picture here just for a second, if I can share the screen, to give you an idea of what I found in a very short time. So you'll notice day 0 when I started, the darkness in my eye sockets, how dull my skin looked and pasty. By day 13, and by day 13, I was past that extreme reaction. If you'd looked at my skin on day 7, it was a mess. But by day 13, the dark shadows were clearing up. And by day 21, I was starting to develop color in my skin. I had no idea how severely, well, I don't even know what the word would be, but how severely stressed my skin was and how it wasn't healthy and how that pasty whiteness was an indicator that nutrients weren't getting there and it wasn't doing the things it needed to do to protect me at all. So I am absolutely in love with the Joyome. I would probably use it all over if I thought I could. But I definitely use it on my neck. I definitely use it on my hands. I absolutely love it. So, and it lasts a long time. When the collagen came out, again, that was an add-on for me in terms of realizing the benefits for my body. And so I use collagen regularly. What I really like about collagen, it's got just a tiny, tiny scoop. I don't think I've even got the scoop here, but it's just a tiny, tiny scoop. It's almost flavorless. Sometimes I mix it with my coffee. Sometimes I mix it with my shake. Sometimes I mix it with my Slim. It just doesn't matter what you mix it with, it works. I've had people say, oh, my Slim I don't want it to change my taste at all. No worries, mix it with something else. And it mixes really, really well. So I love the collagen and the new cleanser that we've just been announced. So that's really exciting now to know that it's clean as well. Because when I realized with the Joyome that what I was putting on my skin mattered, and I was doing some things that I was, in retrospect, wishing I hadn't. And so I spent a lot of time looking for a clean cleanser and a clean sunscreen. And to now have a clean cleanser to use that I can trust, I'm absolutely thrilled. So gentle, smells great. Love it.
That's really cool. And I'm going to go backwards and start with the collagen that Sherry just talked about. I do find that it changes the flavor just a bit, but if I put it in a bottle of water, it tastes just as different as my house water tastes from bottled water. So it's really what we are used to and where you can mix it up. And it does mix with everything. I don't use it very often, but I have a friend who absolutely loves it for her joint pain. So she just finds that she can move more freely and she enjoys it that way. She has it with her coffee. Really nice. So for the Joyome serums, I have both, and I rarely do anything with my skin, and I haven't for a very long time. So I started full force and had no reaction, and great. But I'm also enjoying some of my wrinkles, not all of them. But my daughter, who is in the teen years and has breakouts and those kinds of things, we had a very big, long discussion about first you have to be cleaning your face and the cleanser. And so I am super excited now to get cleanser from Plexus for my girls. But once she proved to me that she was washing her face faithfully, I said, let's do Joyome. She could start small and do that shift. And we also have body cream in our house. We know how gorgeous and wonderful it is for sunburns because, we sunburn. And so we've gotten that history with that. So she was mixing it. And she really enjoyed it with it mixed. And when she went straight to the Joyome, she wasn't sure she was as excited. So she continues to mix it. And the mix that she likes is to make sure that she doesn't have black streaks from the body cream. And we use the body cream for everything, and it's fantastic to have on hand.
Absolutely. The very first product I had was the body cream, and I'm not always a wizard in the kitchen. So, when you get a little burn or something, that body cream is just golden. Anyway, so we've always had it on hand, and kids with issues and whatever. So, and sunburns. I have a family of gingers, so we love the body cream. So I had that on hand. Joyome came out. Now, I was never somebody who took care of my skin. I've had great skin. I was never someone with breakouts. I really underestimated how good my skin was, but I was getting older, right? Coming up to 40, and I was told I need to be doing proactive things. So enter Joyome. That was perfect. I had tried other skincare things, but there was far too many steps, and you couldn't have paid me to do that. So 2 steps, beautiful smell, light and airy. Like it's so fresh feeling. But like Sherry, when I started, my skin reacted super surprisingly quick, and it was rather surprising to me. I kind of broke out almost like a beard of bumps. Like it was just a real reaction to it. So similar to Sherry, I cut the Joyome right back to nothing, started using my body cream, healed that reaction, and then I started cutting it. 1 pump body cream, 1 pump Joyome, and I did that until I felt ready to move on. And now I do 2 pumps, and that's enough for me, and it just feels good. And then because I'm kind of thrifty, I grab extra good body cream and I use it on my hands, and I try and spread that goodness a little further every evening. But and morning. So I do that, and I also do enjoy the collagen, and I add it to my Slim and my Active every morning. And I feel like it kind of gives a creamy taste. I don't know if that's a good definition, but I really like what it adds, because it doesn't add flavor, but yet it does add a lot for me that I like. It smells like vanilla, but really has no taste. It's fantastic. So loving that, and yeah, that's how I use the products. So there we go. That's all we have to share on our products there.